The current occupant of the White House is facing what we would call three crises were this normal times: the tensions with Iran, a new accusation that our president raped a woman as a civilian 2 decades ago, and our treatment of migrant children at the U.S. southern border. This one incredibly sad photo may become one of those photos that galvanizes public opinion. This was taken in Mexico Monday. They are apparently refugees from El Salvador. Just today, the president's latest acting head of Customs and Border Patrol resigned amid these stories of children on concrete floors with a foil sheet lacking soap and toothpaste. The president was asked about these conditions this afternoon.
Are you personally concerned about the conditions at these border facilities?
Yes, I am. I'm very concerned. And they're much better than they were under President Obama, by far. And we're trying to get the Democrats to agree to really give us some humanitarian aid, humanitarian money. You know, the Democrats don't want to sign anything. And now I think they're going to probably sign this.
So, Robert Costa, you heard and saw it there with a straight face. This is the Democrats, and conditions are so much better than they were under President Obama. Please do us the honor of fact-checking those.
So here's the fact check, and very briefly. The Democrats have moved forward in the House of Representatives to try to provide some more funding for the crisis at the border, to try to provide more judges, to move forward with funding for facilities. But you have an administration that is led by President Trump and also at a secondary level by Stephen Miller inside of the White House, who has a tight grip over immigration policy. He comes out of that Jeff Sessions school of the GOP hardline tactics to try to deter immigration from Central America. That's who's driving the policy. That's why there are tensions inside of the Border Patrol and DHS. And so you have an administration that is looking at its own base and is wondering how they're going to stop this influx of migrants at the border. They know they have some pressure from conservatives, and they also have pressure from the Democrats. But this is a problem that this is at the center of this administration, and for them to throw the blame on Congress, it's an administration-driven situation, and they're running the administration. The ball stops with them.
Indeed, Michael Steele, we've discussed the comparison to the frog boiling experiment. Yeah. People's capacity to believe certain things stretches a little bit every day. This is the president saying that the actions of his administration are the fault of the Democrats. I'm sorry. That was actually a question and not leading into a clip.
I was waiting for a clip there. Yeah, no, that's typical at this point. You know, he doesn't get it. Trump doesn't want to get it in that sense. And to be quite honest, and rather, it's not even cynical, because this is how this is going to play out. Mueller now agreeing to testify actually is a good thing over the next couple of weeks for Trump, because it splits the screen further for him. And unless there's something that's horrendously tragic on top of what's already been horrendously tragic at the border, he knows the press is going to be fixated on the Mueller line. Certainly as we get closer to the 17th of July, that's going to be a bigger drumbeat for him. And so in that sense, it's easier for him to throw the dart out to Robert's point about, you know, this is the Democrats' fault, without having to stand there in the well of the country and explain to the American people why this is happening on his watch.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.